October 5, 2016, the Dominican School of Philosophy and Theology hosted an event entitled Imagination and Cooperation in the Care for Our Common Home, a conference to open dialogue on the anthropology of the human person. In his encyclical letter Laudato Si, Pope Francis invites all people to enter into this dialogue. By engaging experts from evolutionary anthropology, philosophy, and theology, this conference explored the role that human imagination can play in building a cooperative approach to the care of our common home. 6 distinguished speakers were invited to present, including Agustin Fuentes, professor of anthropology at Notre Dame.
We're here to talk about Laudato Si in the context of caring for our common home, the call to think in an integral and cross-disciplinary manner to think about the world and our place in it. And I think bringing together in dialogue sort of anthropologists like myself, theologians and philosophers to work together to identify the places of overlap, the places where we can sort of see one another and understand one another and maybe make progress in moving what the Pope has called for forward.
I thought it was a great event. It's a nice way to engage with Pope Francis's encyclical. And in a lot of ways, it's a call for us to do this sort of thing, dialogue. So it's nice to have the opportunity to do it in an academic setting, bring together the different perspectives.
Listening to all of the speakers and the respondents and to the questions, it just drives home the point that entanglements, the complexity and the challenge are enormous. But there's this common will to move forward, to think together, to think about the common home, the world, and to think about humans' role within it that I think is critically important and can only be done as a group with different ideas, coming together, sharing hope that we can improve our common home.
I really enjoyed the science presentations as well. I thought that they presented some of the findings in evolution and the interconnectedness of us as humans with our environment, environment shaping us and us shaping the environment. I hadn't heard it presented in such a thorough way and such a compelling way, but I think the biggest takeaway for me is how a lot of the biology is in a lot of ways kind of merging in with the philosophy and seeing evolution not as just a single trend of causation, but seeing the causation going back and forth between the humans and the environment, and seeing how values shape our biology. And that's kind of a lot of ways brings together some of the philosophy and the theology, some of the moral philosophy.
One of the most challenging things about discussion of this kind is bringing together all these different disciplines around a similar theme. We bring different jargon, we bring different backgrounds, but in the best cases, we come out with a kernel, or maybe even 2, of ideas that we can apply and make a real difference.